What's going on, guys? It's Greg, back here with another video. Man, I just picked up the car, finally got a shop that could diagnose my problem, man, and fix it just like that. End up being a bad coil, but got it done, man. Just picking it up. The name of the place is called Fastlane. I think I mentioned to you guys before. Fastlane Performance. They're big on Mopar and other performance parts. But what I'm going to do is, actually got to get back to work, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little update on the car. Even though I just picked it up here, I went ahead and got back on the schedule. Taylor wants to put me on the schedule for a tune-up. And he said that, man, this car has so much more potential than where it is right now. So he wants to do a tune on it, tune up, get me some good, better spark plugs in there, and he's gonna get me right. So I'm gonna keep you guys. That's gonna make for some good content. So I'm gonna keep you guys abreast on it, and I'll see you guys when I get back to the crib. What's going on, guys? Made it back to the house. Had to drive back to work. Still had another 2 or 3 hours at work, so drove the car back home. So we're back at home now. Drove the car back, man. It drives fine. And once again, the culprit was a coil. And all it was, they just took this coil off. He isolated the problem and found out it was just a ignition coil, one of the RIP ignition coils, and took it and replaced it. Obviously not with one from RIP, and it's working fine. So what they, like I said before, man, this is a shop that I stumbled upon and has a very good reputation in Atlanta. It's called Fastlane Performance. You can look at their website at fastlaneperformance.com. They're also on Facebook under the name Bowen Brothers, B-O-W-E-N Brothers, and you can see some stuff on there. So really nice place, really nice people. Took me on a tour of the shop. I really wanted to get some video, but when I take the car back to get it tuned and get the tune up, I'm gonna get some shop footage for you guys and let you see some of the neat cars that are in there. A lot of neat cars, a lot of interesting projects that they have going on in there. It's gonna make for some great content. But I got the car back, it's riding good. Ignition coil was the problem. But you guys is looking to go down this road as far as RIP supercharging or supercharging your car or whippling your car. Make sure you find a reputable shop that, number one, is going to do the installation, and number two, that can tune it. That is the biggest thing. And I hear guys that have RIP supercharged their cars before, D. Ford, 86 Face, J-Mac, Wolf, all these guys will tell you that the biggest thing about supercharging your car is finding someone that can tune it. That's where you're going to run into the issue. If you're in and around the New York area where you can get RIP to tune it, that'll be your best bet. But find a good performance shop. Some of these I found out last week when I was taking my car around trying to get it fixed. Some of these shops have the word performance on their name, but they're not real performance shops. So they put that on there to get you over there. But I found out that, man, all mechanics are not created equal. Because what I found out is that when they put that scan tool on your car, especially if it's modified, and if that scan tool is not telling them exactly what's wrong, they don't know what in the hell is going on with your car. And I went through that 6 different times before I got to Fastlane. And Fastlane found the problem. I dropped the car off to them yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday morning. I had it towed over there yesterday morning. By 12 o'clock noon, they were already calling me back with the answer to my problem. So you really need a good mechanic, one of those kind of mechanics that can listen to your car, or either listen to your symptoms that you're having with it, and know what's wrong with it without some scan tool telling them the issue. And getting back to having a good tuner, the last time my car was tuned 2 other times. One time was with the shop that installed the RIP supercharger, and they didn't know, really how to tune it, because he wasn't familiar with Mopars. But like I said, I didn't know. I just needed somebody to put it on. I thought they knew what they were doing, and that was a hard lesson to learn. The car was never running optimally after that, so took it to another tuner down in Fayetteville, Georgia. He claimed to have tuned it. I think I made a video on that, but he claimed to have tuned it. Took my money. The car wasn't running any different. He said, okay, well, you might need to bring it back and tweak it a little bit, and we can tweak it. I took the car back. It was a minute before I took it back. It was maybe like 8 months before I actually got the car back to him. And by that time, I don't know if my issue or my car being a little 6-cylinder was really what he wanted to spend his time doing, because at this point now he was into supercharging or souping up donk machines, what do you call those things? Those donk drag cars or whatever. But my experience with that, he was kind of dismissive, and I was like, well, okay, I'll just find somebody else. And then, glad I ran across Taylor and Fast Lane Performance. So we got the car back. It's running fine. I'm just glad to have it. And like I promised you, man, I want to keep you guys abreast on what's going on with it. The next step is to take it back in about 2 or 3 weeks. And Taylor and the guys are going to do a tune-up on it. And they're going to tune it right. They're going to put it on the dyno. They're going to keep the car for a few days and get it to running optimally the way it's supposed to. So he projects getting another 50 horsepower out of it, and then dynoing it. So they're going to do the whole 9 on it, man. So I can't wait for that. Got to talk to the wife first about the cost of that. So, but she seems to be on board with it. So that's going to make for some good content. So can't wait to show you guys that. So glad you guys, everybody's doing okay. And I'm glad to have the car back. And I think that's it, man. The new parts that I ordered on it, the 80mm throttle body and the upper and lower ported intake is going to go in the car as well. I think I may do that before I take it back to get it tuned. So that might make more sense, is to get those parts on it and then take it back and get it tuned optimally. And we're going to be in the game. We're going to be in the game. And this whole experience, man, had had me second guessing. Is RIP's product, or is it really hasn't done what they promised it was going to do? And then everything else started going through your head, where, okay, so maybe I should trade the car in. Maybe I should go up to a Hemi. And I was already online looking, So those things just kind of naturally go through your head, when you're going through this. And you just need to find a good shop and a good mechanic that knows these cars. And sometimes that's very hard to come across. So I hope things just continue to go well with it. I'm going to hang on to it, and we're going to go from there. All right. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. And, if you have any comments, leave them down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate everything that all you guys' input and everything. So I'm not going to keep rambling on. But so I hope everybody stays well, and then I'll get at you guys later. Peace.